Team Rocket is an organization that uses Pokemon to ultimately make money. They are a greedy organization that believe money is the end all, and Pokemon are just tools to that end.
All Pokemon exist solely for the use of Team Rocket.
So much so that they even sell Pokemon in their game corner. But one question constantly comes up from fans, and that is, why don't Team Rocket just use Payday to get rich? And we will be answering just that definitively in today's Pokemon Theory. Today we'll be addressing why Team Rocket don't use Payday to get rich, both in the anime and the game series, as well as, to some extent, the manga also. Both Jesse and James have a Meowth, yet constantly complain about being broke. Team Rocket within the game series have access to capture wild Meowths as well, yet they still do illicit activities to seemingly make money. Whether it's Giovanni from the games or the anime, he's often seen with a Persian, whom obviously knows how to use Payday. So then, why do none of them just use Payday to get rich? Firstly, let's tackle the anime. Jesse and James' Meowth has major issue using Payday. Within several episodes, it cited that Jesse and James' Meowth cannot use Payday. Meowth summed it up as because it took so long and how he learned to speak, it was never able to learn Payday. And this became apparent where there was an episode James had to use his bottle cap collection instead of coins from Meowth when robbing locations. The anime is a little bit ridiculous, and Jesse and James both have advanced robotics knowledge capable of making massive machines, yet they can't figure out how to teach their Meowth Payday. So once again, anime logic. On to the games. Team Rocket is an organization that's portrayed as a gang, but their inner workings are a bit more serious. But then surely a trainer like Giovanni would know about Payday. So then, why not create an army of Rockets all owning at least one Meowth using Payday 24/7? Well, who's to say that doesn't happen already? I don't have evidence against this, and I also lack the evidence for it as well. But a more realistic approach would be that Giovanni doesn't actually need money, and that he's so rich from his crime syndicate, he just doesn't need to do stuff like that. Giovanni funded the development of Mewtwo within the anime, and if that extends to the games, which in Ultra Sun and Moon, it seems it does as Giovanni has Mewtwo, then Giovanni would not need money with a powerful Pokemon like that. Whom could beat Giovanni in Generation 1 with a Mewtwo? Giovanni's aspirations were not to be rich, and neither the executives who served him. While the Rockets themselves, they want money. They're thugs. That's all they aspire to. The upper executives have their own agenda, as shown in Generation 2 with the Radio Waves experiment, forcing evolution upon Pokemon. So there's definitely a science aspect to Team Rocket. More than just money, which would explain why Team Rocket claim to often want money, yet their motives are significantly different. Mount Moon, they were digging up fossils for money, yet they were actually trying to resurrect extremely rare and powerful Pokemon. Lavender Town and the Pokemon Tower were seized and controlled by Team Rocket for their ghost Pokemon, not money. There's not a lot of money in cemeteries. And Silphco was taken under control by Team Rocket for their Master Ball production. Yet again, not money. So let's finish with the manga. The manga, which seems more likely to have had someone actually go in depth and explain why they do or do not use Meowth to make money with Payday, well, it really doesn't show anything like that, especially with Team Rocket. But because the manga is really different and way more realistic, I mean, Pokemon get sliced in half. Yeah, frozen to death, killed. It's pretty crazy. By that logic, I would just surmise that it's the least of people's worries. Thus, why would they bother making money like that to begin with if Pokemon were able to kill people? Gangsters would just take what they needed. If I may also, there has to be some type of math involved here to calculate the amount of money produced with Payday, and it's pretty minimalistic. Team Rocket likely makes more money by just selling Pokemon that they steal at the game corner in various locations and various activities that they participate in. Which will conclude this theory on why Team Rocket don't just use Meowth to get rich. And the final result is that they truly do not need it anymore. Or rather, they never needed it to begin with.